Hi, this is Congressman Guy Reschenthaler, and you're listening to Get Going with Guy, a conservative's guide to cutting through the propaganda of the woke left in the mainstream media. This is a podcast where hypocrisy has no home. All right, gang, you know the drill. Bluff, bottom line up front. Here's the bottom line. Twitter is capitulating to the Taliban and helping them use the platform to spread their pro-terrorist and anti-American propaganda. It's absolutely bizarre to me, gang, that in this world, conservatives like Donald Trump, the former leader of the free world, he's banned from Twitter. People like me, conservatives who speak the truth and try to tell individuals what is actually going on, we get shadow banned. Yet at the same time, the same big tech oligarchs will allow terrorist organizations, they'll give them a megaphone to spread anti-America, anti-democratic rhetoric all through the internet. If you're still not following why the Taliban should not have a presence on Twitter, then let me just lay this out for you, because we can talk about the Taliban. And when I go through these stats and these figures, I want you to remember President Trump. I want you to think about what the former leader of the free world, how he's different than the terrorists who are still allowed to be on Twitter. All right, so the Taliban, their main spokesman, Twitter account, has 362,000 followers. Dozens of other Taliban, they're called representatives, but I hate even saying representatives because it implies they're elected. But dozens of other Taliban representatives have Twitter accounts. Those accounts have tens of thousands of followers. The total number of all the people that follow the Taliban leader or Taliban spokespeople is just under 1 million. And think about it. Twitter is giving them a platform to speak to this roughly 1 million people and to spread their propaganda. And that's not to mention that MSNBC gave airtime to a Taliban spokesperson. That's a whole nother issue. But we'll just get back to the accounts. The accounts themselves are spreading pro-terrorist propaganda and misinformation. And what's this do? It helps the Taliban recruit more people to join the terrorist ranks. No one should believe the lies of an extremely demented terrorist organization like the Taliban. Yet Twitter, blocking the former leader of the free world, Donald Trump, allows these individuals to have this platform. Now, let's just look. Facebook and TikTok, they have banned Taliban accounts. Twitter says they won't ban unless the accounts promote violence. Again, this is the Taliban. Just look at what they're doing to Afghanistan. Clearly, they're calling for violence. The price of burqas doubled as women anticipated a crackdown in Afghanistan. That's how much they feared the Taliban. And remember, if the Taliban see a woman without a headscarf, without a burqa, there's been reports that they shoot the woman in the face. This is the Taliban. And this is the organization that Twitter thinks is okay to have sending out tweets. Watch the video of the Afghan girl crying because under the Taliban, because she said that girls will, quote unquote, die slowly in history. Armed fighters admonished female bank tellers for working and demanded they never return. There's been reports this week that the Taliban is taking female spokespeople, female anchors, and telling them they no longer have a job, go home, only men will be on TV. Look at the Afghans who are fleeing to the airport in Kabul. The people that are perpetrating the violence, again, that's the Taliban. So look, at the end of the day, Twitter actually, I would say, has some responsibility in this. Because if they want to pick winners and losers, if they want to act as a publisher and say who can be on their platform and who can't, if they want to turn around and shut Donald Trump off Twitter, if they want to shadow ban myself and other conservatives, yet allow the Taliban to continue to promote anti-American hate, allow them to frankly organize some of these activities, then some of this is on Twitter and the executives in Twitter, and they should be ashamed of themselves. All right, guys, in closing, we're seeing a dangerous problem in the United States. We have companies who are willing to ban a former president for what they perceive as mean tweets, but refuse to take action and kick off terrorist organizations that are actually abusing people, that are actually cracking down, literally shooting women in the face for not wearing headscarves. This is shameful. And I can tell you, it goes on because the woke yuppies that work at Twitter and these other big tech companies, they frankly have more in common with members of the Chinese Communist Party, members of authoritarian regimes. They have more in common with those individuals who want to erode freedom and actually take away your freedom of speech. They have more in common with them than they do with everyday Americans. All right, that's it. That's it for today, gang. I'll see you next time. And as always, just call me Guy.